This is Dirk Dieters, owner of the Fremont Group, and this is part 4 of our Run Your Business on 4 Meetings a Week program that we have through our focus management. I think that most all small business owners would like to know just how to do that. We discussed it to some degree, and this is wrapping up the first of the 4 meetings that you need each week, the financial meeting. It's been touched on before in one of the previous uh, videos. The 2 management tools that are required for you to have financial control of your business are a 6-week cash flow projection and a flexible budget. The cash flow projection is fairly self-explanatory. It's how much cash are you going to have at the end of each week for the next 6 weeks. Obviously, it's a guess, but it's the best guess. It's a projection. That's what it is. With our clients, we put that together with them, and that is one of the main things that we look at each financial meeting that we have with them by Zoom. The second tool, the budget, is a little different. I hear people saying, "Oh, we do a budget, but no point in it because within a few weeks and months, it's just off track and doesn't work anymore." But I can also tell you that when I have grilled down my clients, 99% of them will have to admit that they really don't have a budget for their business. How can you not have a budget for your business? Your budget is your financial plan designed to produce a predetermined, desirable result. That's what a budget is. It's your roadmap. It's how you're planning on spending the money that's coming in so it produces the profit that you want. It's as simple as that. Making money is really just a math problem. You have your revenue. One percentage of it goes to the cost of goods sold, which are the direct costs of producing your product. The second percentage is the percentage of overhead that you can afford based upon your sales. And if you hit the 2 numbers, you have to make the desired profit. That's simply all there is to it. If you don't even have a plan, you don't even know if you're doing it. Is the budget supposed to work? Heck no. The budget never works. It's not supposed to work. It's your roadmap. It tells you when you're off course, so what corrections you can make. Effective management consulting doesn't give you answers. They give you ways of asking the right questions so that you can come to the proper conclusions. So you know you need to have a cost of goods sold and a gross profit. Are you monitoring that weekly? Then you know you have to have a percentage of your sales in overhead, a predetermined amount. Are you monitoring that weekly? If you're hitting those 2 numbers, you're making money. I'm sorry, that's all there is to it. But then what also do you do with your profit? There are 4 things you do with profit. This is why you have to have it. Those 4 things are you have to pay taxes. You have to buy new assets. New assets are not an expense that you put into profit and loss. It's something that comes out of the profit that you are making. Then you have to retain cash. Think about how much easier your business would be to run if you had a proper amount of cash in it. Well, you have to buy that cash by retaining a predetermined percentage of your profit each month so that you can keep amassing that amount. And then lastly, you have to pay yourself from the profit. And we like to say that you establish a board of directors that is expecting a percentage of that profit each month. Oftentimes, that board of directors is your spouse that says, "Where's my money?" and makes you hit those numbers, because otherwise you just kind of work and let it go on. Where do all those things come from? Well, we'll show you how later on, how once a quarter you go back through and adjust those, because sorry, I mean, there are realities in the world. Tariffs hit and your cost of goods go up. The labor market changes and you have to pay more for overhead. There's all sorts of things that have to happen, and you have to constantly adjust that. And when your cost of goods go up, You have to take it out of overhead if you want to maintain the same profit level. If your overhead goes up, then you have to have more gross profit if you want to maintain that same profit level. Those are fairly simple things to do, but they need to be analyzed in your financial meeting each week. Hope that helps, and we'll be moving on to your second one in the next one.